Again, good afternoon, class. This is a continuation of what we had discussed last meeting. We are talking about what?
Genetics.
Genetics, correct. Inheritance, no? How do we inherit our traits? Where does our genes came from, right? So let's continue with the discussion. I'll be sharing my screen, and please let me know if you already see my screen. Can you see my screen, shared screen now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move now. We are done with the sex determination. Again, XX and XY. Let's move now to sex-linked genes. Okay. When you say sex-linked genes, these are genes associated with female or male, right? Okay. Sex-linked genes are located in the X and Y chromosome. If the gene is located on the Y chromosome, it is called a Y-linked gene. Okay. So usually, Y-linked genes, these are genes that are recessive. Okay. Because females are carriers. They carry the genes. These genes can only be inherited by males because generally males have an X and Y genotype. Correct. Okay. This can only be inherited by male. Why? Because ang laki ko no, mooray na X and Y. Okay? Females has XX. They don't have Y. That is why. Right? And females do not have Y sex chromosome. That's the reason. On the other hand, please let me know if I'm too fast, Margie. On the other hand, if a gene is located in the X chromosome, it is called X-linked gene. Okay? This gene can be inherited by both males and females. So this can be manifested in male and female because both sexes has X chromosome. Okay? One allele is normally dominant and the other is recessive. Since genes for character may have two alleles or forms a gene. Okay? Again, Y gene can only be inherited, or Y chromosome or Y-linked gene can only be manifested or inherited by males because males is X and Y. Okay? While on the other hand, X-linked gene can be inherited in both sexes because this male and female has X chromosome on it. Am I making that clear?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
there's no one, sir. 2Y.
No. Again, Margie, it's...
Only XY, sir, and XX.
Yes, Margie. Okay. XX is for female and XY is for male. Okay. Let's move forward. In humans and other organisms, hereditary traits are generally passed on somatic cell. Somatic cell or diploid, the one that we had discussed last meeting, diploid meaning complete set of chromosomes. Okay? Via DNA during mitosis. Again, mitosis is cell division. This is adding cells, adding new cells to what? To a diploid or somatic cell. However, some characteristics are passed through X or Y chromosome. These traits are known as sex-linked traits, the one that I already mentioned, okay? And they are only frequently expressed in one sex, either male or female. Like for example, baldness, no? Baldness, it is not common that females usually become bald, okay? Baldness is a characteristic or a Y-linked trait. Since it is a Y-linked trait, it can only be manifested, or it is usually manifested in male, because that is Male is X and Y. Okay, that is Y sex-linked trait. They are only frequently expressed in one sex, either male or females. Okay. Sex-linked traits refer to hereditary characteristics that are inherited through the sex chromosome X and Y. Again, when you say sex-linked or sex traits, these can only be inherited. It's either X or Y. If it is X-linked, okay, X or X sex-linked, it can be manifested in both males and females. Okay? But if it is Y-linked, it can only be manifested by males only. Where are the others? Please turn on your camera. I only see Margie here.
Sorry, teacher, I forgot I was disconnected.
Okay. Let's move now to monohybrid. Okay? Monohybrid is a cross between two organisms with different variations at one genetic chromosome of interest. So meaning to say, you are just crossing an organism, cross-matching an organism with a single allele or single genetic characteristic, just like this example. Okay? We are crossing. Can you see now my shared screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, capital letter G stands for green. Okay? And small letter G stands for yellow. Okay? We cross match a pure, because this is complete, this is all capital, a pure female, a pure male to a yellow, all small letter G. So it becomes yellow. Okay? The result is, can you see my screen? Can you see my cursor?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Capital letter G, okay, and small letter G. So this is now what we called as heterozygous, because although if you're going to look at this pea plant, this pod, it will look actually green. Okay? Because green is dominant over yellow. Okay? Again, capital letter G and small letter G, it makes now heterozygous green. Again, cross match. Capital letter G and small letter G, heterozygous, and capital letter G and small letter G. So the result there, after crossing a green pod to a yellow pod or yellow pea plant and green pea plant, the result is, if you're going to look at the genes, it is all heterozygous green or 100% heterozygous green. Okay? If you can see, it's all heterozygous. It's carrying the gene for yellow, the small letter G, right? Nasabtan ra? Okay. And if you're going to look at the phenotypic, by the way, when you say genotypic, it is in the genes. What you can see in the genes. Okay? Again, when you say genotypic, this is what you can see in the genes. When you say phenotypic ratio, phenotype, this is what you can see physically. Okay? The phenotypic ratio there, or the phenotype, is all green. They are all green. Okay, question so far with the illustration?
About example ko, sir, animals.
Okay, animals. We will cross-link. Okay. Wait, I will try to share a blank screen. Okay, we will try to link, for example, tall, the one we discussed just a while ago, or just last meeting, to a tall T is for tall. I'll just use a text. Is it okay? A T is for tall. And small letter t is for short. Okay. Same concept. If we're going to cross a tall, if you're tall, to a short, the result is, what do you think is the result?
You're taller, but you're carrying the contrary.
The jeans for small.
They're all tall. Okay? But they are carrying the genes for short. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If you're going to look at the what?
The same thing with bananas, sir.
Yes, they're tall, but carrying the genes for short.
Short.
You're going to look at what? If you're going to look at the genotype or genotypic ratio, but if you're going to look at the phenotype of what you can see, they are all tall. Taas sila puro. Okay? And when you say phenotype again, it is the physical, what you can see physically. Okay?
Is it okay,
Margie.
sir?
Sir, the same
Reverse.
thing with the bananas, sir.
Yes, Margie?
Reverse, sir. Like physically they're short, but they're carrying genes tall.
Come again, Margie? Let's try.
Physically, sir, they're short. Then they're carrying genes for small, a short, a for tall.
In that certain point, Margie, it's different. Why? Because if you're going to look at the illustration will tell you that tall is dominant over T or short.
Ah.
Okay? Dominance is tall. That is why if you have a family member that is married to an American, usually the siblings becomes tall because tall is dominant over short. That is why.
So it's not possible, sir.
It's not possible, Margie, because um, we have the law of recessive and dominance. Okay? When you say
Oh.
dominance, it will dominate over the other. Remember the codominance and incomplete dominance? Okay, that would explain.
Oh. Okay, sir.
What are other examples? You want more examples?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's have this one. Again, I will share my screen. Wait. Let's use Microsoft. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's have, if in case they are all carrying the genes for tall. If they're carrying the genes for tall, what would be the offspring or possible offspring? Okay. Let's draw a Punnett square. Let's have this one. Can you see my screen? Okay. Now, we cross a heterozygous tall male to a heterozygous tall female. So the result is okay. Let's check the genotypic ratio. What would be the genotypes?
100% heterozygous.
No, it's not 100%. You can see, can you look at this one? Okay. All capital letters, this is one. What is all capital letters? Pure. Pure meaning to
Pure.
say, this is
Green. Ay,
homozygous,
zygote.
tall. Okay, homozygous tall is 2. How about this one? Small, capital letter T and small letter T, this is 2. 2. Heterozygous tall. Heterozygous, right? Because it has mixed genes. It also carries genes for short, right? Okay. I will add here. Okay. T is for tall. Okay. Small letter T is for short. Okay. Again, the results, one homozygous tall, this one, homozygous, 2 heterozygous tall, this one, and 1, what is small letter T, all small letter T?
1 homozygous short.
This is short.
1 homozygous
One short.
short.
We cannot see that it is homozygous heterozygous because there's no heterozygous in short, right? Because short is recessive. That is why short can only be manifested if the two organisms, both males and females, contain the recessive gene. That is the explanation of incomplete dominance. Okay? So the ratio there is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 1 ratio. That is if we crossbreed two heterozygous organisms. Again, that is if we crossbreed two heterozygous organisms. That is for monohybrid. You want more? You want more examples?
Pwede lang sa dyan.
Huh? Did you get it? Margie? Okay. Other examples. So let's have this one. Okay. Black hair. Small letter B. Brown or blonde. Okay. How about the cross match between a heterozygous black with a blonde? Okay, let's have the result. What would be the result? This is now crossing a trait, a human trait, no, for blonde. The male there expresses heterozygous black. So again, the male is heterozygous black, although he has a hair which is colored black, but he is carrying the genes for blonde. And the female, the girl there, is blonde. Okay? Blonde. There's no black in the genes.
Ikaw palagi ang black, sir, sa akon.
What?
Ay, nothing, sir. Nothing.
Okay. So who can give me an idea what will be the result?
Pure black.
So in this area, in this cell, what will be
Pure
the
blood.
result here?
Pure blood.
Pure? Is this pure?
Heterozygous black.
Yes, correct. Heterozygous black. Margie,
Ay,
next. In this cell, Margie.
Where, sir?
Margie.
Where, sir?
What is the result here? How about
Blonde.
pure
blonde?
blood, sir.
Correct.
Blonde.
Blonde. Okay. Because they're all small letter B. Correct? And here,
Heterozygous black.
heterozygous black. Correct. And here, blonde.
Blonde.
Okay. So let's take a look at the result. By the way, a while ago we're talking about, wait, I will just copy this one. A while ago we're talking about tall and short, okay? Again, we only get the genotypic ratio or genotype. How about phenotypes?
The contra, the pure.
Okay.
Physical appearance.
If you're going to look at the phenotype,
Physical appearance.
or what are the physical appearance here?
The tall,
Phenotype.
sir.
One
Phenotypic
tall.
One tall.
One tall? No. 1, 2, 3. 3 tall. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Okay. 3 tall.
Yeah.
Because this is heterozygous, right? Although
Yes.
it is heterozygous, it's carrying the genes for short, but it is still tall.
Because it's phenotype.
1 short. Correct? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Again, the phenotypic ratio there is 3:1. Okay? 3:1. 3 tall is to 1 short. Okay. Shall we continue? Shall we continue? Anybody? Could you still hear me? Could you still hear me? Could you still hear me? Okay, could you still hear me? Shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, let's have this example. We are done with the heterozygous tall cross match with the another heterozygous tall. By this time, we are crossing match or crossbreeding a heterozygous black male to a blonde female. Okay? What will be the result? When you say genotypic ratio or genotypes, what can you see there? In the
Two
genotype,
heterozygous black.
two heterozygous
Black.
black and is to what?
Two pure blonde.
To blonde. Okay? Blonde. So that is the genotypic ratio. How about phenotypes or phenotypic ratio?
Two black.
Two black and is to
Two blondes.
blonde.